Welcome to the 45th Parallel Podcast. Today we have the super knowledgeable, super wealthy, and super young looking Mr. Barry here to explain things to us that we don't understand. Well, Barry understands. We'll put him into layman terms that we won't understand. Also, going to throw out real quick, we got Arrow on sale. We got Arrow on dirt cheap sales. Can't miss it. Come in, you get it. We also got these new cool shirts. Ask me about my buns and guns. Mostly my guns, but hey, I want to throw this hot dog shirt out there. We also have silhouettes, cardboard ones for shooting. Brown on this side, white on this side. You do what you want with that. What? I don't know. I just made that up.
Christmas. Fun things for the kids, right?
The brown side has it laid out. Section A, B, C, and D. I just realized that Junior doesn't know that reference.
Why is there more?
People call it out, and you got to shoot the area that they do.
So that one's perforated, so you're probably end up shooting a Hispanic more than a white person. Is that why it's more in detail?
Hey, like I said, everybody has their own interpretation. 1911s by Custom Works. Most superior 1911 in the world, said by me. Precision from the inside
Stomps
out.
on SIG. Oof.
Yeah. Stomped on everybody, I don't care. Now, Mr. Barry, in all of his in-depth wisdom, is going to start with the 416 stainless and break down the whole 1911 to you. Go for it, Barry.
No.
Start with the brown pieces.
Okay, tooling points. Yeah, let's start with tooling points. I've looked at this a little tiny bit, and it just ceases to amaze me. There's all kinds of really interesting points and markers that come up on this thing. And there's thoughts I wish I could I have so many questions about this particular process, but what we're looking at is a 1911 is probably trying to be put together with the most stress-free, pre-stressed frame you could ever want to come across. I would think that'd be a better way of putting that. And hence its design. A lot of these bosses are for tooling points and steps along the way. The material is, what can I say, it's been proven in so many different applications in aerospace to firearms to,
Yeah.
what can I say about that? The welding, I wish I knew a little bit more about, but the firearm you're quite familiar with. I see bits and pieces on it that I know a little bit about, but
So I'll touch back onto what was going on before Carlos decided not to record my audio. So yeah, so basically these are coming out between 3 and I think 2.5 pounds on the trigger pull. Super crisp reset. Also, for those of you that are looking at getting into competition shooting, we can order them with a 2-pound trigger. Easy. It makes everything for those follow-up shots. Those of you that are steel shooters, 9mm is a smaller caliber, but sometimes you have to double tap some steel. So the follow-up shot is just right there. No reset hardly at all. Just real quick, bang bang, can move on. So far it matches, been running flawless, no issues, and it's going. So it just wants it's like a typewriter, just click 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 and keep going. Here's some of the slugs that we have here. So basically your mag well, it starts off as a solid piece, and they mill it all out of this. It's all solid pieces, not 2 pieces, nothing like that. All 416 stainless steel. Trigger is a solid piece also. So his theory behind that was he wanted a solid piece. He wanted all his internals to be him, so he wouldn't be a secondary company or have any issues with production, because some companies do tend to cut corners and use cheaper materials. His triggers, clear and safe. So when you fire it on the internal, if you've seen the 1911 trigger, there's like these little metal rods that come out the side, and if the metal's thin enough, you can squeeze it when you get to flex. It'll bow out against your frame. So these are solid, and won't do that.
And adjustability. You have no way to, since that's a spring steel component, there's no way to take the deflection out of that. No matter what process you put in here, that's adjustable. It's not going to happen.
Proprietary trigger. You won't be dropping in anything else. They come in multiple options on your trigger. You can configure. He's got like 3 different patterns you can choose from. They're fully customizable. He started on his website. We have the link. And you can pretty much order them the way you want, with your cut, finish, slide, however you want, colored grips. You want a pick rail, traditional style. So there's a lot of options out there. So if you have any questions, please feel free to stop in the shop. While we have all these on display, we have a lot to choose from as far as the configurations. You can always come in and ask us, and Any question you have, we'll just relay it on and try to get you the best answer we can. 2011's August is the release date. Prototype is out. I think it's got about a couple thousand rounds through it by now. It's going to be, I believe, a 20-round double stack proprietary mag. So it's going to be exclusively through them. He partnered up with a company, I don't know the name of it, but they're making proprietary mags for 2011, and they're basically building the gun around that magazine. It's all for them. You can't put any aftermarket. It's going to be all their mags.
So that'll be weighted, floor points, all that, the weight, journal weight.
Yep, all their stuff.
So at your build list, the magazine will play a part in
Yep.
this. Absolutely, and it's thought of that.
So, this company's a new line we just picked up. You can get the slides in multiple colors. They lighten the slide, do all the nice serrations and everything. You got really good front and rear serrations. You got the windows right there for your barrel if you want to run a ported barrel. Optic ready for Trijicon RMR. Basically, just take your Gen 3 and swap over all your parts, and you have a little more, in case you don't have an optic. Cheapest way to go around instead of having your slide milled and all that other stuff.
This is A17 stainless, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a point on that. The serrations in the cut, I don't know if the zoom shows this, but even these you would think would be sharp surfaces with this shark fin cooling. They are nicely, beautiful little radius on this, all the way through on these. The amount of time that went into the programming on this is absolutely phenomenal. Obviously here, these will be gen available all the way through this program just for that by itself. Nice lighteners, weight's good. Yeah, it's just nice to see them.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's also going to start doing SIG uppers too. Those will be in the future. Don't know when exactly, but they'll be out shortly.
Right.
Then also touching back a little bit what Jeremy was talking about, Arrow. We have a really good deal on Arrow.
Arrow Precision's on sale. Best sales ever. Well, best sales I've ever ran. And then some.
Yeah.
And free sodas when you come in and buy a firearm. Or cerveza. Or
Hey, is it like the grocery store when the box is dented, you get a discount? That one's on discount.
that one's on sale now. Hit the subscribe button, the like button. Put in the comments you'd like to see Barry more often on here. Next week, Barry's going to come here and show us how to condition his beard.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
Is it an overnighter?
I think Cam's looking for a new daddy,
You
so
wanna
he
go-
wants Sasquatch.
You want to go overnight with Cam? That's
No,
all on you in the high
no,
desert.
no.
All right.
Can you imagine if he runs out of wax up in the mountains?
Yeah, I don't know about grizzly fat. You know, that's the thing.
The thing I don't understand about the waxing, you guys all know Cam. Has the mustache that sticks out like a bad villain.
Hey, isn't that one guy off the Robinsons, huh? Little skinny dude?
He's a bad guy too.
Yeah.
Something like
Well,
that, kind of that guy.
My kids think he looks like Eggman from
Sonic.
Sonic. Thank you. I was like, I don't know, the hedgehog. Sonic. The Eggman on there. We were watching one day like, hey, there's a mustache like Cam. And I was like, so wax repels water, right? And if Cam always puts wax in his mustache, does it ever wash out, or does it, like he in the shower and the water just hits it and runs off, like it doesn't ever actually?
That's a good question. What the ask?
I just got a hygiene question I just wanted to ask was like, well, if you wax that
I think it's more of a sociology type of a base question.
If you guys want to see more of Cam, go to YouTube and watch Veo the band, or every other streaming service out there. I think Veo's on also.
Yep, they're all over. Yep.
They got a new song out.
They're not as popular as us, but they're getting there.
I mean, we kind of bring the entertainment, you know what I'm saying? Especially when Michael ran through the wall that one time.
I still think you should have done the KoolAid commercial.
I know. Oh yeah.
A little bit of that.
I like the Family Guy episode where Peter runs through the house and the Cleveland's like, oh, that kind of sucks.
So Barry, what's the code word going to be?
Yeah, Barry.
Let's do the freedom. I like that one.
Freedom Sale. All right.
Freedom Sale.
We got the holiday coming up.
So for those of you that are
Some of
just
this, really
subscribing now, new to the channel, we give out 5 boxes of free ammo to each individual that comes and drops a code.
5 people can have 1 box of 9 mil or 5.56, 223. If you think that we should bring Nerf guns in here and start having Nerf wars while my employees are doing little to nothing, go ahead, zoom over there, watch them all. Yes. Oh, never mind. They're trying to sell to the one customer that doesn't have money. We offer Cordova Financial.
Wow. Okay.
Let us know. Leave us comments. By the way, we also offer financing now in here. Not like I'm gonna show up to your house and like break your leg if you don't pay the gun. Like actual banking financing now. Can you make your mustache look like Cam's?
No, we're not going down that way. There's only one Cam. I don't want to.
Well, Cam might go on tour and not be here for a while, and we just thought maybe we could substitute with you doing
No,
the
no,
mustache
no,
thing.
no. I'm not the monkey, and I'm not in the trunk.
Alright, I tried. Thank you for putting up with our show.
We're
This
gonna get
was
out of this.
made 2 minutes ago. This is our second time running it though, because the first time we didn't record volume.
Recording now, Carlos.
Oh,
and
it's
Sam.
recording, and I broke a sweat just standing here. So let's all focus up.
But,
So
man,
I'll touch back onto what was going on before Carlos decided not to record my audio.
that could be
This is our
another
second time going through it because Carlos didn't record the volume the first time. So
That one's on discount.
that one's on sale now.
Now's the recording, Carlos. Thank you.
Carlos, you got all that?
Yes.
We're
This
gonna get
was
out of this.
made 2 minutes ago. This is our second time running it though, because the first time we didn't record volume.
Thanks to Carlos.
Bye, Carlos.
See you
Bye,
guys.
all of our viewers, all 12 of you.